I feel that my interests in general seem to be like all over the fucking place. So I want to do and juggle 20 freaking things at once. And so almost it's like my weekly interest has been learning how to slow the fuck down. And I'm struggling with it. Like I am noticing that I feel like I'm constantly needing to do things. But it's coming from a place of like a lot of creative vision and a lot of creative movement, if that makes sense. Like recently I feel that I have been, you know, whether you call it downloads or you have an idea or whatever it may be. For me, I like to say it's visions or downloads because I feel like sudden moments of awareness, right? Where you're like, holy shit, there it is. And I've been feeling like there's essentially a new set of information through my creative art form that is wanting to come through. And I feel like it's trying to morph a lot of, do you know like Alex Gray's work and kind of Allison Gray's work? I don't know if you guys know those artists. They're visionary psychedelic artists. Okay. And so I've been getting a lot of like psychedelic visions lately, but not necessarily because of psychedelics, but more so because of the yoga I've been doing and the yoga I've been practicing in my life, both through asana, but primarily through meditation and also not even meditation, but more like contemplation, just like going throughout life and just being so hyper aware of things that you almost have these like crazy psychedelic moments and breakthroughs. And like, then that has to all somehow be codified and documented into a painting. And so like, I'm trying to do this fucking painting that's my big, like, I guess weekly interest. And there's many other things. 'Cause it's like between that, there's like tattooing, this like painting that I know is like, I'm trying to bring down a lot of information onto this piece, and it's probably going to take me, like I am already estimating for myself, like 3 to 5 years. Like it's something that's for this painting. Yeah. Really? Like, and I just know it in my heart, not necessarily because it's like, we've talked about this. It's not because it's like 3 to 5 years of like everyday work, but it's because it's like feeling and contemplating and understanding and staring at the fucking thing and like just feeling with it. And on top of that, there's me and my boyfriend own a business called Gold and Black, and we do large art installations. We just received our plasma machine, so that's been on my head in the weekly interest realm because I now am learning how to weld and do plasma stuff with him. And so we're really trying to build these like larger than life visionary, I guess, art installations, right? Really want to make them interactive. And so it's what we kind of talked about earlier about like, these pieces are going to be highly interactive with sound frequency and like the ideas of tensegrity, like understanding that the fascia is kind of where all of our like emotions live. And so how do I represent that in a large scale art piece, right? And it's like trying to tap into these big healing ideas, but through ways that more and more people can access them, rather than people who are just like, I'm never going to look or get into this kind of stuff because it feels inaccessible. Where I think art can make it feel more accessible, if that makes sense. So that's been my weekly interest.
Wow.
But it's like, it's a lot to hold. And then I was like getting grumpy today because I was like, fuck man, I gotta pay bills. There's no food in the fucking fridge. Like I can't fucking, like, I can't handle this right now. And I'm like, I can't handle like the normal life shit. Like picking up my fucking medication because I have low thyroid and like, you know what I mean? And it's like, there's all this like really big, and I feel like everyone as creators feel this. There's all this really big divine shit that's happening in your system and all these really big visions you want to bring to life. And then there's like your human life, like paying rent. And like, it's a really crazy fucking duality and dichotomy and a balance. And I've never felt more like free doing it. And I think, I'm sure you guys could probably relate to that.